So, Katie, the next time we do this, I'll be up to 4 mics.
What were we at before? Two and a half?
Well, when we're at Studio Movie Grill, 1 that we share.
0.5.
We are moments away from going to see Shazam.
I've heard it's really good.
Mm-hmm. Now, you were not super interested. Like, you don't hate Shazam. You just didn't know anything about it. You're like, I don't know if I'm really going to see that. So how do you feel now that it's been out and people are raving?
I mean, that's pretty much the same way I felt about Captain Marvel, but I liked it when I went to go see it. I don't know. I'm still going back and forth as to whether I might watch this or not. I'm far too busy with 6 days until Game of Thrones.
I know. Yes, I was going to say we can finally say we're less than a week away from Game of Thrones. So what are you doing on Sunday to commemorate this very important day?
Well, I own the Game of Thrones cookbook. I can't remember whether it's the official or unofficial one, but...
There's a cookbook?
Yes, it's like Ice and Fire or something like that, but it's a cookbook, yeah.
What kind of recipes do they have?
A lot of breads, a lot of wine.
Okay.
You know, standard stuff.
These are things I really like. Did you hear us talking crap about you in the last podcast?
No, I don't listen to our podcast.
Oh my God, Katie, come on. Okay, so this is the Kinda Nerdy Girls podcast. This is a new season. Look for us. You can find us kindanerdygirls.com, and then pretty much if you've got an app where you like to listen to podcasts, you can find us there, like Spotify and TuneIn and Apple Podcasts and CastBox, Google Podcasts.
Keep listing them.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm trying to think of other ones.
I haven't found one I like yet. Keep going.
Where do you listen to your podcast, Katie?
I don't know. I just usually go to their website and click the first link that's on there.
Oh, that's perfect. So you would go to kindanerdygirls.com.
Yeah, I suppose I would if I listened to this podcast.
Would you please at least subscribe and rate and review us? Jeez, Katie.
Am I allowed to review our own product?
I
feel
think
like
so.
that's biased, isn't it?
Well, have your boyfriend review us.
I can't have him lie for me.
He'll say nice things.
No, he won't.
If he hears the last episode where Jana and I were pretty much just talking crap about you, he'll be like, I love this podcast.
He might, actually. It's nice to know that when I'm not around and I'm on death's door being sick, you're being mean to me.
Well, you know why? It wasn't that we wanted to be mean to you. It was that moments before we podcast, the Joker trailer came out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I was like, this is a bad day for Katie to miss the podcast because Jana and I aren't going to say good things about this.
Well, I saw the picture of Jana very confusedly watching your phone. And I was like, oh, this is going to go well. Yeah. So what was the ultimate decision on the trailer?
Did you see it?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I felt like it was a typical trailer that's a bunch of hoopla and doesn't really give you anything, but it didn't. It also didn't give me anything new or intriguing about the Joker that made me want to watch it. And I feel like Joaquin Phoenix looks like he's like an 85-year-old Joker.
Anywhere from a hard 30s to maybe an 85.
No, 85.
Well, it's one of those where it's maybe he's young, but it's been a hard life, or maybe he's really old. You know, you can't quite age it here, right?
Well, that would be a new take on it. We haven't had the geriatric Joker yet.
He's going to fight Batman in his walker.
Now he and Batman retire in the same, Arkham nursing home. And all they can do is beat each other at cribbage.
Yeah, right. They push each other very gently. Mm-hmm. I went online because I love to ruin my feelings about things. Mm-hmm. And I went, and it looks like everybody's complaining that, well, it's really dark. Yes, it should be. The Joker's kind of dark. A little bit.
Yeah, but I think that maybe that's why I've got some Joker fatigue, because I'm like, you can only do dark so many times.
If there's one thing DC does correctly, it's not joy.
Well, that's not true. We're about to see Shazam, which I hear is full of joy.
The kid looks familiar from it.
Andy Mack?
I don't know the name. I would know his face if I saw it, but I swear he's been in something else recently.
He's been in Andy Mack.
I don't know that.
His name is Asher Angel, and he is actually coming to PopCon Indy June 7th through the 9th. It was very exciting because I had a little hint, a little clue that he may be coming to PopCon, but he's never done any cons before, so this will be his first time.
Follow up to that, please be nice to him. It's his first convention. You don't want to scare him off.
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, when have I ever been mean to anyone?
Your entire other job.
What's my other job?
Celeb photo ops.
I am very nice. I get great reviews. People will tweet about the short girl who helped them out. That's me.
The one standing on the chair yelling at everyone.
Which, by the way, if you ever are at a con and Celeb Photo Ops is doing the photo ops and I am nice to you, please tweet about it. Actually, if anyone's nice to you, it helps us work more cons. You say, like, hey, Celeb Photo Ops is the best, especially that short redhead who really, really just gave me all the instructions I needed and made me feel so comfortable before I went into my photo op. So I had the best experience ever.
She's way less intimidating because she's so short.
Well, you know what? I usually stand on a chair, and the lines are so long that by the time they get to me, they've been thinking all of this time that I'm like a 7-foot woman.
Mm-hmm. You're not an Amazonian. Turns out you're just very petite.
I do what I have to do to get some respect in this world, and sometimes that means standing on a chair pretending like I'm tall. Now, since we haven't had an update in a while, because you have been sick, and we're happy that you're healthy, we're sorry we made fun of you.
No, you're not.
I don't have time. Start. Katie's gaming up. She's feeling better.
Wow.
Yeah, you're welcome. I've been working on that.
Definitely very impressive. So I finally got around to playing Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, which was that game I mentioned to you.
Yeah, that was a brand new game to you.
Yep. Impossible, because it's Dark Souls, but harder, and Dark Souls was already really difficult. But it's got ninjas, so it has that going for it. And it's beautiful, and it has a good soundtrack. It just destroys me every time I play it.
Do you win? Do you ever win at these games?
You know, when you finally do win, it doesn't feel like winning anymore, because it's been a long journey till then. So, like, the whole point's like, revenge is never worth it, because it took 75 hours to get here.
Do you hear that? You learn lessons by listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
Revenge is never worth it because it takes too long.
Did you ever finish Umbrella Academy?
I did!
Isn't it so good?
It's so good, yes. My sister just walked up. She's the only person on the planet who didn't like Umbrella Academy.
Well, listen, us emo kids have to support Gerard Way in any way we can.
What was your problem with Umbrella Academy? Now, you only watched one episode, right?
It was confusing. Yeah, it was. There's
Are you really going to lay down?
You moved away from me, so I have to get closer.
Okay.
It's got like 8 different plot lines at once. I understand.
All right, so would you give it another shot because you only watched one episode? Or if you don't like it in one episode, you never go back?
I'll watch it after I finish Sabrina.
All right, have you started Sabrina?
Yeah, I'm 4 episodes in.
How is it so far?
It's better, I think, than last year even.
It can't be better than last year. Last year was the best.
They got the darkness down.
Ooh, so it's darker than before?
Yeah, way darker.
So, what do you know about Shazam?
Nothing.
Okay, all right. We're going to play a little game because obviously we're going to see Shazam, so our next episode will be reviewing Shazam. But then our next kind of nerdy night out is Avengers Endgame. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. So, welcome to a game we call Wed, Work With, or Wipe Out.
Wait, repeat that for me?
Wed,
Okay.
Work With,
Okay.
or Wipe Out.
Okay.
Okay, the Avengers Edition.
Okay.
Okay, who will you wed?
Obviously Bucky.
Okay,
I can't remember the other 2 options.
who do you want to work with?
Chris Evans.
No, that's Captain America.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who are you going to wipe out?
Iron Man.
Wow.
What kind of question is that?
Jada just got here. She's very upset. Okay, kind of nerdy Heather. Wed, work with, wipe out. The Avengers Edition.
Iron Man, I'd wed.
You better hurry before Cade kills him.
I would work with Captain America,
Okay.
and I would wipe out Thanos.
No, you have to wipe out one of the
But I
Avengers.
don't-
Thanos
I don't
is
want
too
to.
easy. Well, no one wants to. That's why this is a fun game. You have to wipe out an Avenger.
Spider-Man.
Oh! Move out of my house and I'm keeping the cats. What is your problem with Spider-Man? What? Because he's the littlest?
Yeah.
He's got a super fancy suit now, he's got the space suit.
But we'll see what he does with it.
Okay, we will see what he does with it. Right now, his super fancy spacesuit is also dust. He's going to have to do a lot to reassemble that. Who's going to sew that back together? All right, and joining us at Studio Movie Grill, it's our kind of nerdy night out. We gather with a bunch of nerds and go see movies together because we are kind of nerdy. Producer Jana, the game is Wed, Work With, and Wipe Out.
Okay.
The Avengers Edition.
Okay. So I would 100% wed Captain America
Okay.
because we all know that's true for me.
Mhm.
And I would work with. I would say Iron Man. I think he'd be fun to work with.
You think he'd be fun to work with? You don't think he'd be a challenging boss?
No, I think we'd get along pretty fine.
You can handle his ego?
Yeah. And I would 100% wipe out Hawkeye.
What?
Yes.
Hawkeye? Why are you wiping out Hawkeye? He's got a family.
That doesn't mean anything.
Oh, it doesn't matter to you that those kids are going to end up without a father because of you?
I mean, they're kind of already dead, so.
You don't know that. You haven't seen Endgame yet.
Well, from that haircut, it looks like he probably was like, oh, well, my family's dead, so let's just cut all this hair off.
Okay, so let's take the children out of this. What do you hate about Hawkeye?
He just doesn't do anything for me. He
Right.
doesn't help the team, I don't think.
He's like the human member of the team. He's the guy that's like, come on, let's be people here.
Well, I mean, so is Black Widow, but I like her better than him.
I love Black Widow.
You love Black Widow? Would you, I think I would wed Captain America, and I would work with Black Widow, totally, and I would wipe out Star-Lord.
I want to change my answer. I want to work with Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, how old is Spider-Man at this point? Because there are some labor laws. He can only work so many hours a week.
Well, if we're talking about like Spider-Man the character, we're talking about Tom Holland. There's no labor laws if we're talking about Tom Holland.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Do you have anything nerdy to share? Have you started watching Sabrina yet?
I have not. I need to. My sister started watching it, but I haven't gotten there yet.
Are you still watching Dawson's Creek?
Yes.
Okay, we need a Dawson's Creek update. The last I talked to you were like only 4 episodes in. So you were mad at Dawson's mom because she's cheating on his dad, and kissed the coworker while Dawson was at work. You didn't really care for Pacey. Still don't?
No, I don't. I'm at the episode where they find out that him and the teacher are sleeping together.
Yeah.
But then he's like, no, we're not sleeping together. And then she like leaves. I was like, well, you just look guilty now. You're leaving.
All right, I'm gonna wait for the moment that you decide that you like Pacey.
Okay, it might be a while.
Everybody ended up liking Pacey. I promise. He grew on you, and he matured.
Well, I mean, after his heartbreak of losing the love of his life, I'm sure he probably does mature.
All right, man, you got so much goodness ahead of you. And then you're gonna start watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
Excellent. Today is Emma Caulfield's birthday. She's one of the girls that I hung out with. Obviously, as you're listening to this right now, it's not her birthday, but I want to wish her a happy birthday, no matter what day it is when you listen to this podcast. Happy birthday, Emma Caulfield. She plays Anya, which is a great name for a cat.
It is a good name for a cat.
All right, if you're considering adopting a cat, consider naming it Anya because today is Emma Caulfield's birthday. Thank you.
You're welcome. I will try and adopt a cat just for that name.
All right, thank you. All right, back to you, Katie. Where did Katie go?
I don't know.
Okay.
I walked away.